Have you ever wanted to play SimCity, except it's set in the medieval ages with more detail and it's much more fun? Then you should probably take a look at Banished on Steam, but don't just take my word for it, give me a few minutes to prove to you why you should give this game a chance. Banished is a city building strategy game developed by the indie company Shining Rock Software, released in 2014, where you take the role of some godlike character trying to keep a group of exiled villagers alive by helping them grow into a new and successful community. This is done by taking your initial few exiles and telling them what they need to build in order to survive. This ranges from houses and farms all the way to chapels, hospitals and pastures to house farm life that can be hunted and bought from out-of-town tradesmen. In order to do this though, you'll first have to send them off to acquire the necessary materials to build these structures. Iron, wood and stone will never have felt so valuable in your entire life. With no skill trees or level ups throughout the game, everything is unlocked at the very beginning, which is good and bad. Yes, you have to get the materials to build these things, but if you get lucky and you have a good seed to spawn into, you may well be overwhelmed with the stuff straight from the start. With over 20 different professions, it is up to you to assign roles to villagers in order for them to be able to keep themselves alive. Blacksmiths make tools, farmers farm, woodcutters provide firewood, and so on and so on. Taken straight from the Shining Rock website, the success or failure of a town depends on the appropriate management of risks and resources. Think of it like Civilization, just without the taking over the world part. The controls can seem a little daunting at first, and the tutorials are pretty much unnecessary to be able to play this game well. If you jump straight into it, you're going to feel like a cat caught in headlights. Luckily, the tutorial that you do get is very small, very simple, and shows you exactly what has to be done and takes you through it step by step. It's a basic point and click system, however you do have key bindings for pretty much everything. Photographic memory would come in handy if you do prefer to use a keyboard, but if you're like me and you have a memory like a sieve, you can rest assured that your trusty mouse will be there to guide you. As for how fun the game is, well, it really depends on what type of person you are. If you get a buzz from developing something special and have lots of time on your hands doing nothing, there is a lot of doing nothing in this game, then you'll find this might be right up your street. However, if you do prefer a fast-paced action game, then I'd probably give this one a miss. Replayability is a strong point in this game, as no two scenarios are alike. With a seeding system similar to Minecraft and various different terrains and map types to choose from, each game becomes a whole new challenge in itself. Banished also has a huge array of mods that can spice up the game for you. To go through all the mods would take days, but if you can think of it, there's probably a mod for it. Graphics wise, the game is more impressive than you would think. Each texture is unique and changes with the seasons dynamically, and people themselves all look unique. On the other hand, as a year in the game passes very quickly, you'll find your vision is obscured by heavy rain and snowfall throughout most of your campaign, and this really can be off-putting when you just want to see what is going on in your small town. However, as said before, there is a mod to fix that. There's no mind-bending eye candy in this game, but personally I think EA should sit down and take some notes from this game, as this is how a city building strategy game should be done, and because of that, Banished gets a well-deserved 3 out of 5.